Hello, Mr. Films and Random here. Last week, on January 1st, Mr. Beast put out his YouTube Rewind 2020 since YouTube themselves decided not to. In response, I am going to be judging all of the YouTube Rewinds from the past 10 years, including his and one other called the Legends Editions, to see how they stack up. So as you see here, I have all 12 of these different YouTube rewinds. I do not have the PewDiePie rewinds on this list because I have not seen them. I know, I'm very uncultured. I get that a lot. We're gonna go through this in chronological order. And wait, actually, this one came before the actual 2019 as I was saying, no, there, that's what it should look like. Because the Legends Edition actually came out the day before YouTube's actual Rewind 2019. As you see here, I have my typical A, B, C, D, and F, the same one that I used for my Star Wars tier list. You probably get the general idea. It's very much based off of a high school grading scale, because I am a high schooler, and this is what I have to deal with on a daily basis, and it's very fun. Of course, we have A for one that is really good, B is good enough, C is whatever, D is bad, and F is just straight up atrocious, like...
I wish it didn't exist, atrocious.
So let's start off with the first one, YouTube Rewind 2010. I'm gonna put this in C. 2019's Rewind got a lot of hate, saying it was like a Watch Mojo video, but I mean, that's how YouTube Rewind started out. 2010 was basically a Watch Mojo video, even more so than 2019. It was just the 10 videos with the most views of that year. So not much to say on that, but you know, it's whatever, it's just informative. It's kind of nice to see what videos were the best or what videos we watched back in 2010, but you know, it's nothing really that makes it stands out. 2011, and I'm gonna take a sip of water real quick because my lips are smacking. That's better. So, 2011. I'm gonna put down the C. What the no? How did... That doesn't make any sense. No, you go back down there. You go back there. Yes, that's where I wanted you to be. YouTube Rewind 2011. It's more informative than 2010. The first 1 or 2 minutes kind of go through a bunch of stuff that happened in 2011, like a short montage showing clips from videos that are most popular. Then it jumps into the top 10. And it's hosted by Rebecca Black because she released that song Friday in 2011, which was the most viewed video of that year. Not much to say. I put it above 2010 because it's more informative. It gives more details. It's more of an actual rewind because it goes back and gives a general idea of the year before jumping into the top 10. Again, not much to say about this one. I just put it above 2010 because it's more informative. 2012. I really don't know where to put that one. You know what? I'll come back to that one. I want to see where I put the others first, because 2012 is hard to describe. 2013 had a bunch of those, like, dance numbers and whatnot, and I think 2012, you know, I think 2012 and 2013 are kind of on the same level. I like 2013 more because it's not as choreographed. 2012 is, like, just a big dance video to the popular songs from that year. I'm going to put it over... Here we go again. Either it's lagging or... the thing is not doing what it's supposed to. Oh, there we go. It's more a feel like people are having fun, but it's also like very choreographed. The whole thing is people in costumes dancing the entire video with Gangnam Style in the background. I really don't like Gangnam Style because that song was overplayed to death during 2012. It's not my taste. It's not my style. I don't really like dance videos or music videos that much. And that's basically what this one is. It's just a big music video with music that was the most popular during 2012 with creators doing a bunch of choreographed group dancing. 2014. Here we go again. It just won't do what it's supposed to do. The thing will not load. There we go. 2014. I like it better than 2013. It still has a lot of that choreographed dancing, hence why it's in the C tier, but it also branches out and does a few other things. And of course, PewDiePie shows up in this one, so of course you have to put it higher up because he's not really been in Rewind the past few years. It does feel more relaxed than 2012. It again still has a lot of the choreographed dances and popular songs, but there's a lot more going on than just that. There's a little more creativity, and it seems like creators are having more fun. Now, 2014. I actually enjoy this one. I'll put this one up in the B tier. Would you please load? Oh, I actually like this one. And again, it does have the choreographed dancing, but it's a lot more free than the other two. And again, it branches out, does some more just creators having fun and fun environments. It's enjoyable. It's a fun recap of 2014. And it's enjoyable to watch, to kind of look back and reflect on the year. And it doesn't have as much of the dance numbers that I am not particularly too fond of. 2015. This one was actually pretty fun. I actually really liked 2015. Well, actually, hold on. Okay, this is where I get into trouble because I can't quite remember which ones are which. Because they start to blend together. Hold on. I hate that I'm doing this during the video. Alright, this is what I'm thinking of. So then which one was 2014? Oh, this was nothing but dancing and ice bucket challenges. Oh no, it had some more than that. What was 2015? Remember what else? There's Markiplier. Oh yeah, that had PewDiePie as well. Alright. Yeah. Back to the list. Wait, okay, hold on. What were the thumbnails for these ones? Now I completely forget what these look. Oh, that's 14. That's 15. That's 13. Wait, why is 13? This is a mess. Okay, now that that's settled, 2010, 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, now that we've gotten that settled, actually, I think I like 13 better than 14. 14, now that I think back to it, dug way more into the actual dancing. 15, however, went to more of that feeling that I actually liked from YouTube Rewind from 2015 to 2015 to 17. That was more just individual creators getting together for this video, and it looked like they're just having a blast. It was just people hanging out together having fun. And I really liked that feeling. 2015 had that sort of feeling to it. And again, I don't know if you can do a single YouTube Rewind of these styles that doesn't have a choreographed dance video of some sort, but I really do like the feel of YouTube Rewind from 2015 to 2017. And 2015 kind of started off where it's just a bunch of people having fun. Looking back over the year, looking back at the creators that were big this year, some of the things that were big this year. It really is just, it's a much more enjoyable way to look back on the year, especially when you get the feeling that these creators are actually having a blast participating in it. Now we get to 2016. I'll put that C tier. Sorry, no, B tier. Again, it had that feeling of just creators having fun. I say to agree even more so than 2015, but same tier. Blah, I can't speak. However, 2016 was the worst year of my life, and I'm not exaggerating there. And so, a lot of the trends here, like dabbing and bottle flipping, bring back some PTSD from my life. And when I say it was the worst year, I'm not saying that joking, just in light of the trends. Like, I actually had a bad year that year. The bottle flipping and the dabbing and all that bring back some not-so-fond memories of that year. So, while I enjoy the feel of it, just some of the things that haunt me from 2016 give me a bias in which I put it below 15. 2017. This one was actually enjoyable. Work, please. The lag is... Okay, there we go. 2017, it seems like everyone there was having a blast. It was much more laid back than the others. It seemed like they were just experimenting, having fun, getting creative. It wasn't scripted in the same way that 2018's was, which is why 2018's is so bad, and I'll get to that when I get to 2018. But 2017 was like, just go out there, dance, do these activities, have fun doing it. And that's exactly what it looks like is going on. Like, all these creators just having a blast. It's not really scripted. I mean, it is scripted in the sense that, these are the things we want to do in the video. We want you to do this dance to this song. We have these activities that we want you to do. But it's not like an actual script that they're reading from. And so, they're clearly having a blast while doing this. So, 2017 is high B tier, and I actually do really enjoy it. Of the YouTube-produced rewinds, it's probably my favorite. Now, for 2018... Good grief. This one is a travesty. There we go. This one is a travesty. It is way too scripted. I'll give them points for trying to be creative, but it doesn't change the fact that it's terrible. I mean, this is like one of the cringiest things that have ever graced the internet. It's so wooden. It doesn't feel natural. It's so scripted and stale. And it's just, that's really the main reason that's cringy. Not because the trends from 2019 were cringy, but because of how scripted and wooden it feels. It's just, whereas 2017, like 2015 to 2017, it was just these creators getting together, having fun. This one, you had a formula that worked pretty well, and then you flipped it and did this. And it's like, what is going on here? It's like, it's a fever dream, honestly. I've never once been able to sit through this whole thing because it's so bad. It's awful. It really is. I don't even know how to put into words. It's way too scripted. And it's not good. Easily the worst one on this list. Then we have, you know what, I'm gonna skip Legends Editions for now, since that's not, like, actual YouTube. But I'm gonna go to Rewind 2019. And honestly, it's a D tier. If it will load. There we go. 2019. I mean, it's better than 2018, because at least it's not impossible to watch, but it's like they just didn't try. And I mean, again, it's kind of cool to look back and see all the things that happened in 2019 regarding YouTube and the internet, but I could have just looked this stuff up. And you might be asking, why did I put these two above? Because honestly, this one's more informative than these two. Well, see, the thing is, this is how YouTube Rewind started out, but then it turned into these, which were actually fun and entertaining, and they were able to look back on YouTube Rewind in a way that was enjoyable. It was just a bunch of creators getting together having fun. 2019 is none of that. They just went back to what they started out with, which was obviously not as good as this. It's like, let's not even try. And even like the opening was a little snarky, where it's like, here's the videos you did like, because you're better at this than we are. I'm not gonna say that's what they meant for it to sound like, but that sure is what it feels like they're saying. Again, it's better than 2018, because 2018's is downright unwatchable, but 2019 it just exists. And I mean, you didn't even really try. So now we're going on to Mr. Beast Rewind 2020. And obviously that's an A tier. Because 2020 was a difficult year. I understand YouTube's reasoning for not making a YouTube Rewind, because there was a lot of stuff that happened this year. But to say that there wasn't any good would be disingenuous. Like, when I was looking back, I was making like a slideshow of like pictures of me and my friends and family throughout this year. And even though there was a lot of stuff that happened that was disappointing, there's still a lot of stuff that was good. And making that video helped me to remember that. And so, yeah, undoubtedly a lot of stuff sucked in 2020. But Mr. Beast came to remind us that there is still a lot of good stuff that happened in 2020 regarding YouTube. And I mean, he did take a moment to acknowledge that, yes, there was some stuff that was pretty disappointing, some stuff that was downright ugly, like the virus that shall not be named. Even though there was a lot of stuff that happened that was very unfortunate, that affected so many people, there is still good that happened. And I'm glad that Mr. Beast came along to kind of point that out. And now we're going to get to the Legends edition. And honestly, this is one of the best videos I've seen on the internet, period. I hate the lag so much. Okay, no, it's not B tier. It's A tier, before 2020. Because this is not only a rewind of 2019, this is a rewind of YouTube itself. And the editing is phenomenal. I cannot recommend you check this out enough. This goes over pretty much all of YouTube's history and like all of the big creators that have been on YouTube since its beginning. From like the first video, me at the zoo, all the way to Mr. Beast and PewDiePie being some of the biggest YouTubers in 2019. And so, again, the editing is awesome. It's more professional than anything YouTube itself did. Like, even more professional than what Mr. Beast did. And it's good. Like, it's an actual rewind. It's incredible to watch. So, it easily takes the first spot on this tier list. So, to recap, at the bottom is 2018. Then we have 2019 in the D tier. In the low C tier, we have 2012. Then we go to 2010, 2011, and then 2014. Low B tier, we start out with 2013, go to 2016, 2015, then 2017 in the high B tier. Mr. Beast, 2020 rewind, and then in first place, without a doubt, is YouTube Rewind 2019 The Legends Edition, which I'll link that in the description. I highly recommend you go check it out. Even though it is from 2019, it's still really cool to see the evolution of YouTube throughout the years. With that being said, this is Mr. Films and Random. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell to be notified whenever I post a new video. I'm going to try to stick to a weekly schedule from here on out. We'll see how that goes because school's back in. I do have a few videos stacked up in the making right now to release if I can't get out a video. So hopefully I'll be able to post more frequently. If you don't mind, try checking out my Instagram. I'll try to post stat block reviews, and I'm able to do that much more often than make videos, which are just short little synopsises of my thoughts on movies. You'll also get to see some of my thoughts on older movies that I don't really do reviews on this channel. That being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.